根据圣经出埃及记，耶和华向脱离埃及统治的犹太人承诺，引领他们前往奶与蜜之地，就是现今的以色列。然而，这片应许之地，乍看仿佛来到月世界，细碎黄沙，干枯裸岩，很难跟丰饶沾上边。因为以色列是地中海型气候，漫长夏季既炎热又干燥，越往南部雨量越少，全国的全年平均降雨量还不到台湾的一半。不过，以色列人成功在这片荒芜之地创造奇迹。以色列一年的平均降雨量只有300公里，因此大部分地方都是呈现荒漠跟荒原的地形。但你看看我后面这片，却是绿意盎然，因为他们用双手在沙漠里打造出一片森林。来到以色列南部最大沙漠内盖夫，出现林线与荒漠壁垒分明的奇景。这片占地30平方公里的林地叫做亚提尔森林，堪称以色列的骄傲。
Mostly by pines. You can see here pines. This is the Canarian pines, but most of the forest was planted by Pinus alepensis.
这座森林是犹太国家基金1964年启动的沙漠造林计划。刚开始各界都唱衰这个雄心，但如今亚提尔森林不仅彻底改变地貌，树木已经超过400万棵。令人讶异的是，造林奇迹背后用的不是高科技，而是愚公移山的精神。
Here we see another example of collecting water. This is a reservoir. It was built here in the middle of the forest, in a high place. It's about 700 meters above sea level, in order to supply water for the agriculture of the villages.
他们首先在地形高处铺黑色塑胶垫，汇集全年只有200多公里的珍贵雨水，用来照顾广大林地。还有另外一种做法，称为径流水收集。
We use the runoff water. We catch them, collect them from the slopes, and like that, each tree that we plant see more water than actually fall down from the rainfall. The water run on the slope and concentrate here on the hole around the tree.
这种技术又称为黎曼，不论集水还是种树，都是运用老祖宗的智慧，土法炼钢。
This tree, it's a fig tree. It was planted 2 years ago. Small seedling from the nursery. After we dig the hole here, we cover it, and then we put a plastic tube with this stick in order to keep the tree from grazing. It also have a brush blanket, this material, around the tree. It will prevent evaporation. When you plant this tree, must come in the first year 3 times at least to irrigate it.
让树木生长空间更宽裕，森林密度是1000平方公尺，30棵树，树种包含针叶林的松柏、阔叶林、果树、尤加利跟相思树。
What we plant here and what we grow in the nursery, it's mostly trees that can survive tough conditions of droughts. If we see big tree that survive until now after years of droughts, so maybe it is genetically reason. if we take the seeds from this mother tree that survive, we have better chance to get good seedlings. We have a special department. Their job is to come to a tree like that, to climb the top of the canopy and collect the cones while they are still closed.
有其母必有其子，他们选择生命力最强的母树，摘取种子或是剪枝带回苗圃，培育适应力更强的子树。
We are growing sometimes plants, even the same species, but from different area collection. So we try to collect and to grow the plants. They are well adapted to our area.
犹太国家基金在以色列北中南部各设一座苗圃，全国树苗都从这里萌芽。
And this is what we call germination chamber. We heat this room. We are using here only in the winter to 25 Celsius degrees. All the time is the same temperature. So come inside to see what happened inside. We germinate the plants in a media what we call vermiculite. You see, this is the vermiculite. It's a kind of rock, but it's very, very light rock. You see the size? You see, it's like a lot of layers. The water and the air and the fertilizer and the roots penetrate inside. So when we push, it permits to the roots to grow in the optimal condition.
这就是干旱地区培育树苗的法宝——蛭石，兼具保水、透气性质，还能保温。
The idea is to have in this size of container between 400 to 600 seedlings. These are ready to be transplanted. We can transplant here because the root system, you see, for example, this is small, but we have a very good root system. We take from this container to this kind of container or similar to this one. Yes, this is oak. Okay, and so you see, they start to germinate only 2 or 3 days ago, and first the oak to grow the root system very deep, and after to grow in the canopy.
依照不同植物属性，发芽后要选择专门盆栽协助生长，才不会长歪。例如这种细长倒三角形盆栽叫做 Quick Pot， 适用于生长快速的树种。
You see, we have more roots. So you see, it's too big roots, so we have to break. Yes, exactly. And after we make this, they will produce more roots inside. You see the root system? It's just a cutting, they produce a root system. So I bring it back very carefully, and to wait another few weeks. Again. You see the roots, they run straight to the bottom. You see the root system? You don't have curly root system. It's very, very important for the healthy plant to have this.
密集顺向的根栽种起来也更快速，但像棕榈树等等生长缓慢的树，就要改用细孔盆栽盆。
You see here, you see the seed here? This is the cover of the seed. You see, this is the beginning of the growing of the leaves. Maybe you have bigger leaf there. And this is a new container. The name of this container is air pot. The root system come to the border. They try to go outside. They come in contact with the air, and they produce all the time new active root system. And this is the beginning of the germination of this palm. This will take about 2 or 3 years to be big enough to be transplanted.
这些树苗都是未来以色列的森林生力军。
After the seeds germinate, we take them out one by one, very gently. we produce 200,000 trees a year. Most of them are from seeds. That means that we have to do this kind of planting 180,000 times a year. Yeah. With one of my employees. Her name is Shula. She's been working here for 38 years. And I did the math once, and Shula planted between 6 and 8 million trees with her hands. And that's crazy.
犹太国家基金已经把16000公顷的沙漠变为绿洲。
It is an important ecological corridor. You can see it during the day, many animals like gazelles. We create better environment for the people, for the animals, and for the farmers who are living here in the forest.
造林不仅避免土地侵蚀，增加动物栖息地，改善人类生活空间。夏天最多可以降温4度。
Each tree absorbs a different amount of CO2, and this is the way to cool the environment. They also give us shade, and in Israel you have to have shade, otherwise in the summer it will be nasty. And another point of the trees is the spiritual one. Trees give us all peace and comfort, and it's nice to see green in your environment.
根据他们统计，每1平方公尺树木每年可以吸收230公斤二氧化碳，净化10万立方公尺空气。不过，他们近年来多了一个挑战，就是气候变迁。
Another oak that we have is what we call the English oak. We've stopped growing them. There's a beetle in Israel that just eats them, and there's nothing to do about it. So these won't stand a chance. And you can definitely see for sure that as long as the climate is getting warmer and drier, insects and bugs will appear more and more. And the trees have a difficulty to stand up to them. So people are using more pesticides, and it's a vicious cycle.
气温升高导致病虫害增生，森林野火频率增加，随处可见野火肆虐的痕迹。他们必须排班监控，避免森林大火烧掉数十年得来不易的成果。
We are not trying to extend the forest size, but we are taking, we regenerate, we plant new trees in the shape inside the forest in order to keep it alive.
早在以色列建国前，犹太人小额捐款成立的犹太国家基金，一点一滴购买土地，如今持有以色列13%面积。他们却不再扩张林地，并不是因为缺乏资金。而是沙漠造林也有负面影响，长期引发国内论战。以色列知名环保团体报告指出，身处欧亚非大陆的交汇处，以色列能包容不同物种，人造林过程中使用大型机具，反而破坏原本栖息在这里的爬行动物、鸟类、花朵、植物，导致物种消逝。另一方面，森林也会吸引外来种入侵。
Not every piece of barren land should be planted on trees. The desert can remain desert. It's an important ecological system. And if you plant trees over there, it might be nice and shady and cool, but all the local lizards and animals will not like it as much as we do.
以色列在极端艰困的环境中实现圣经预言，打造乃与命之地。但是如何维持生态平衡，考验上帝的选民。